he's ready for another season of Mill River Boys Varsity Soccer action. I hope you are, as we're at Mill River Union High School, North Clarendon, Vermont, USA. We've been on league contest. We have Mount Anthony Patriots in the blue uniforms taking on the Mill River squad in their home whites. And of course, Mill River last year's state runners-up. They lost to Hardwood in the championship game. They had a tremendous season. Remember that great ride they took us on through those wild playoff games? Well, they're back, and they have most of the supporting cast back from that particular team, and they are looking at a very senior-heavy team, as is Mount Anthony. A lot of seniors on their roster. Should be a great ball game to get things underway for the home schedule, and you'll be stuck with me for all the home games for Mill River. Patriots will have Brimmer starting in net, and Austin Biscay, of course, will be in net for Mill River. Here's the first rush of the ball game, bringing it down the field, and a little push from behind and let that go, and that'll open up the box. He's in the 18. He'll lift it, and it'll be on the outside of the net. We'll have our first goal kick of 2008. And we'll watch it get set up. Again, one milestone that is within reach for one of the Mill River players is Trevor Catrati, their phenomenal scorer. He is, I want to say, within 4 goals of 50 career goals. That's quite a milestone, and we'll have the first goal kick taken on that far side, and the ball will be set down. Now, it looks like a distance from here, but it's number 15, Jacob Oman, I believe. I shall have to wait to see and get a better view. We have push from behind, a foul called, and the kick will go the other way. And that was a short kick on the goal kick, whoever had taken it, and we'll again watch things progress. We're a very phenomenal team as far as scoring. They have not only Catrati, but you start looking through that lineup. Webster is a legitimate scoring threat. Ethan Biscay is a legitimate scoring threat. And you just start looking at all the front line people for this Mill River squad. Will Everett, of course, had the winning goal in overtime that sent Mill River to the championship game. So here comes the kick from about the football 40. Mount Anthony will get set, tee it up, and it's going to be number 13 taking the kick. Desano, whoops, as I was looking at the roster, will roll into the box, the kick, and offside called. Handball called, actually, on the offense. That was a whistle. That's a stop in the action, and the camera work will get better, so Oman will get set, and he had a pretty tough kick the first time. He got too far underneath it and lifted it, and it was very short, went to the 35-yard line. He'll set it on the far side of the box in the upper corner, and we'll get set to see what Mr. Oman can do here on his second kick. And this time with a little help from a header from his teammate, he'll get it up past midfield. But it's been Mount Anthony so far pressing the attack. One thing you've really got to do is watch the outside lanes with Mill River. They try to play long ball and get those real speedy players on the outside and then just kick it long and let them chase it down. And you got to know where number 4 is. You got to know where Trevor Catrati is at all times out there, because he is the catalyst for this offense. And the throw coming in for Mount Anthony, they'll go down into the corner. And one area that Mill River really got overlooked last year was they played a very phenomenal defense. They got wrapped up with the offense and the points and the scoring, but you have a goaltender the quality of Austin Biscay back there. Big, solid, experienced, and smart. He makes your defense pretty strong automatically. If you're looking for Catrati, he was pretty well marked. That's Brian Cole stepping in the inside. Brian Cole, also a good goal scorer, offensive player out there. And Catrati, on the move. He's got the run going, and there's that speed, and there's the double team, and there's the bump end. Man, I don't know how it's not. There's the whistle. You're going to see a lot of that this year against Catrati, just because it's the nature of the beast. As dirty as the play looked, to just come out and whack him and make a play for the ball. And right there is what you want to do. You want to hurt him. Well, they did hit him. I mean, he's getting up slow. You don't hit somebody that hard and not with the intentions of bruising them up, or maybe a slight muscle pull, not hurt to the point where you're causing severe injuries and pain, but definitely want to make them sore for the game and slow them down. So there'll be all of that happening. It's just a kick coming up. And we saw a lot of that in the playoffs. People just getting extremely physical with Trevor Catrati. This will be Biscay with it. Ethan Biscay, number 5. It's a tough angle for the kick, really. It's got to put a lot of touch on it. Looking for a big guy like Dinnan coming off the bench. Everett got the kick blocked, taking off his foot. Mount Anthony wants a transition. They're not a long ball team. They're more of a ladder team. They build the ladder going down the field, and that's going to be both players making a play for the ball. Will come up Rooney there defensively, number 8 for Mill River. And if I sound like a hometown fan, well then, darn it, I am. I got to tell you, I appreciate everybody's effort on the field, the visitors included. But I do live just a few minutes from Mill River and followed all these players for several games. So yeah, of course I want to see them win. That was a fun season last season. Did a highlight tape for them. Got to relive all the moments over again when I was doing the editing, and you know, getting out to cover the championship game was a blast. Even they didn't win it, but it was still a good experience for them as players, and they'll go out and play. We have no score. We have 35 minutes to go in the opening half. We're going to have a throw coming in for Mount Anthony, and at halftime, unless we, oh, that's right, there's timeouts now in soccer. Yeah, if we get a timeout, I'll do the rosters for both sides, and I'm just trying to locate the ball. And they'll bring it up, and it looks like Dan Hammond, and Dan Hammond will take the throw. And Dan Hammond, a very good, strong, physical player, gets it up to midfield to Webster, and a little side pass out there to Omen. And again, boy, he got way underneath it. That's a couple times now he's taking a divot, trying to serve the ball up. First varsity game of his career at home, probably a little jittery. Now Anthony on attack. There's that short, layered passing game that they have. Again, they're just building a ladder, getting it down the field, then they'll go out of play and we'll have a white throw. They'll be called for and taken by Mill River, and Hammond will come over across. Yeah, I think it was Dan last year, too, does that acrobatic somersault bicycle type throw where you do the flip. Of course, Ethan Biscay, an outstanding table setter out there, good midfielder, and he'll go across the field and just get the ball up on that far side, and then trying to make the move with it was T.J. Mumford, new to the team this year, but an outstanding soccer player. Came over from Rutland High School, and Mumford gives him, again, a good, solid, skilled player. There they go. That's what they're looking for now, and everybody on sides. And Catrati with the one touch drew the foul, and Catrati will be taken down, and there'll be, again, another foul called on Mount Anthony. At some point, though, they're going to have to start carding the Mount Anthony players because it's not even, well, it's so obvious you've got to make a card pretty soon because they're just grabbing and hitting, and it looks more like a football game. And Ethan Biscay will come over, number 5 again, and again, it's a tough spot to take the kick. It's a severe angle to the net. But he tried to put touch on it last time, and again, they're looking for a big body like Will Everett or somebody get a header on it. And that's still in the 18, it's still in the box. It'll be settled and sent back on the backside of the foot, the pass, and it didn't really have enough juice on it to get to its intended target. And the ball boy with a good play, the good hands, will give it off to Hammond now. Mover will retain possession. They'll take the throw, and Will Everett with some words for Dan Hammond and before he takes the throw. He'll back up, and there you go. That's what I was talking about, that gymnastic somersault thingamajiggle. Catrati gets it up, and just over the crossbar, trying to get it just high enough toward the top of Brimmer. And Travis Brimmer, the goalie out there for MAU, he's also one of the captains on the squad for the Mount Anthony side. They get a non-league game here in Mill River, of course, Division 2 and MAU Division 1, but nonetheless, very important game for both sides. Seeding-wise and point-wise, it's a bigger win for Mill River to play up and win, but you know, MAU knows the quality of the program here at Mill River, knows it would be a huge victory to get a win on the road today. And they're playing very well. They're playing very confident. They're a team that's been growing and learning through the last couple seasons. Not great records the last couple of years, but now, like I said, they've got a lot of seniors on that Mount Anthony squad. This could be their year. He'll make the move around Ethan Biscay, and on the exit to pass it, one of the Patriots came back. Patriots will just drive the ball through. That's put up in the air, and boy, it's in a bad spot, and yep, it'll be popped up to the 35. And the header back down for Mount Anthony. So I had to take a glance, make sure I wasn't leaning out the window too far. Could try and give the pass back on a give and go, and that was well marked by the Patriots. One thing early on, other than that one rush down the field by Catrati, they have marked up very well, the Patriots have, and really you have to, the best defense, keep the ball down in your offensive end, and the Patriots done a decent job of that early on here. Catrati with the steal. Catrati will glide to the outside, goes to the left foot, lays the ball out on the full run. Here comes the Mill River squad. Brimmer's got the ball loose. He's out of the net, scrambled for it in the box, and he'll come back outside now. The follow-up, the kick, and the save by Brimmer. Good sequence of action right there in the 18-yard configuration out there for the Mill River squad. Again, like they said, Mill River last year all the way to the championship game, the number 2 seed, and losing 2-0 to Harwood over at the field in Fairhaven. Mill River already with a win this season, league win on the road, a 4-1 game over Bellows Falls. So Catrati, I believe, needed 6 goals for 50 goals in his career, and he collected 2 goals on the road. Quite an accomplishment, and I believe without being quoted here as being the gospel that he would be the first 50-goal scorer in the men's varsity soccer program. Now, that's not a definitive statement. I'd have to check that out of play. And we'll have Hammond with the throw. And he'll wait as the subs come in. We'll go to the conventional throw. Now, in a scoreless game with 30 minutes to go, we played 10 minutes of soccer. And I would say neither side with what I call a hold your breath type moment as far as the goalkeepers go. They've had some stops, but nothing too treacherous. Patriots in the blue. You're watching PEGTV, Channel 15 Sports, Public Access, Munger Vision, your leader in local sports coverage for, well, it'll be 13 years in November. I've covered everything imaginable. Every sport, every age group, every gender. Here's the breakout. A nice step up by the Patriots. And you've got to play like that with this Mill River squad. That'll be driven back to the goal. I never liked that play. It worked right there. Brimmer got the pass back from his teammate and then booted the ball up to the midfield stripe. That was Hammond coming around. Got a push call on Hammond. And no, actually that's a whistle from the other field during their football practice. There was no whistle to let them play through. That's Hall there, number 14, and slowed the play down, waiting for his defender to come back to help him out. And they're going to set it up, and he'll slide it through too far. Well, Biscay now, Austin, the taller of the two Biscays, also the captain and the goalie, will set the ball up for the goal kick, and we'll see if Omen. Yeah, it looks like Jacob Oben back there, number 15. He'll get set, and he's looking for a stride here, looking for his kick, and that goes off the side of his foot and out of play. And again, something he's got to work on. Short field now after that, and yeah, that's a live ball, and everybody just kind of stood around. That was a throw, and they wanted to get a quick start on the play, and they did. They got so quick that their teammates didn't catch up to it, and we got a whistle as they were on Catrati, and that's what the call will be. It was a hold right there, and they will take the kick. It looks like Will Everett, number 17, will get set, and yeah, Will step into it. Oh, there's a good foot. That's a heavy ball right there by Everett. He drove that. Picking it out mid-air. The Patriots in the blue and Mill River in their home whites. The website for Channel 15 is www.pegtv.com. And the reason you want that website, oh God, you can get video on demand. You can also get streamlined video. You can get schedule information. You can get information about Channel 15, Channel 20, and 21. And you just click on a program and watch right there on your computer. So you can watch sports on your computer online. You can be in a different state, a different country, a different state of mind even, and still get it online and still catch all the programming on Channel 15. And Catrati will pass the ball to himself, save it, go flying out of bounds. I mean, don't ever think he's a hot dog. He hustles, he loves the sport, and he is just a blast to watch. And if I get on a Catrati kick here, you've got to excuse me. I just appreciate the young man's talents. And Will Everett will wait for the whistle on the substitutions coming in. Yes, you heard me right. There are timeouts now in soccer. I know what you're thinking. I think the same thing. How unnecessary. They play 80 minutes. They're way longer than any other sport. You don't need timeouts. Unless you want to give a timeout like the last 2 minutes of each half. I could live with that. Other than that, no, let's keep the game moving. And speaking of moving, Dan Hammond's going to move back because he's going to do that. Watch this, flips, momentum, whips it, and gets it into the box, and they'll be kicked out, and a corner kick coming up. I'm not sure about that maneuver. Number 9, Pat Morrissey, stepped up and just drove the ball. And Omen will take the kick. So Omen being designated here as the designated kicker. He's looking for a good kick now. He's got underneath this one, and he floated it. It's a beautiful kick, and it's loose, and it's picked up by Brimmer, and he will run to the edge of the box, and he's going to throw. He goes to that boomerang whip instead of the pass. And Mount Anthony, there's the 15-yard pass. The target fell down, and the young man slow to get up, and boy, maybe a rut or something out there, but it certainly got an offside call. Yeah, that was close, but a good call nonetheless. So again, we'll have more Mill River girls action, more Mill River boys action on the soccer field. MSJ football, still waiting to hear about the CSJ situation. Maybe have some college soccer for you. Look at the bodies around Catrati. Yeah, and that's the third foul that they've committed against Catrati. Again, just shoved them near the head area. And I understand it's a physical game, and I know. But at some point, it's getting a little old. You got to card them. So Everett will be at the 25-yard line of the football field, the American football field. Everett, big-time scorer. He had some huge goals for the Minutemen last year, especially you think back to those playoff games. So. And here they go with the kick, the whistle, and he's going for it. Right into Brimmer's hands, and goal! Mill River! Oh, yeah. That's how you get the home schedule started. Webster with the goal. Kyle Webster right there, and that's why you put a body like that. Just like in ice hockey, when you take a shot on net and the goalie leaves the rebound, they do that in soccer. The rebound was left. Webster, you didn't blink an eye, you would have missed him. That's how quick he was to the ball. So Webster will put Mill River on the board 1-0 at the 25-second left of play mark. And you want to round off, because I graduated from Rutland High School, and you know how that can be a handicap. I'm going to round off and say 15 minutes into the contest. The first goal of the home season will come up for Mill River. So Webster, Kyle Webster, number 3. Now I'm not sure, because I never played soccer, ever. And I've only been into it the last 13 years. If there's an assist on that to Everett, because the goalie did touch in between. The only thing you got, sorry about the camera work there, hornets and wasps everywhere around this area. And I don't have my bug spray with me, but you get that early on in this hot early season action. So Mill River breaking on top. And they'll have possession just about midfield right there, and they'll step into it. Good leg whip, and that will go into the top of the arc and be defended by Mount Anthony. And Webster, who just scored the goal, will bring it wide, kick the dirt. That's a cool shot when the dirt comes up like that. And you see Rooney in great position defensively, and will go out of play. Kevin Ratty, of course, the head coach at Mill River. Oh, he's got a big smile on his face when we were talking in the preseason about his team. Keep them healthy. That's the key to anybody's season. Keep people healthy. Let the newcomers to the team kind of get acclimated to this level of soccer. And of course, they've got a good team to do that. They're very heavy with the seniors on their roster. A lot of seniors on this Mill River roster, which means that they can let you take time, if you're an underclassman, develop into a full varsity player. Of course, Joey Beeland is the team manager. An extraordinarily good baseball player. He's over there giving me some lip about covering more baseball for his teams. Of course, I covered Joe at, this past season, Fairhaven Post 49, Legion baseball, but also for the Red Thunder when he's a member of that squad. But a very good baseball player. He's a team manager over there, and team managers don't get enough credit for all they do for any sport, but we'll mention soccer because that's the season right now, and that's going to be kicked up and out. And Catrati, oh, they got a mark, and yeah, they had 3 bodies. They had a triangle built around them, actually. A sea of blue. 1-0 the Minutemen, first half action. As we're nearing in that midway point, we're at 23 minutes, 30 seconds to go, and on the horn we'll have the substitution. We'll also have a white throw, a Mill River throw coming up, and you're going to see him taking the time, pointing to the official right where you want him to take the throw. They're very particular about this. Yeah, coming off the bench, you start thinking of some big names. Matt Dinnan comes off the bench for Mill River, a big-time scorer. He had the tying goal, or actually he had the go-ahead goal in that Union 32 comeback, the miracle 3 minutes for Mill River, down by 2 goals with just about 8 minutes left in the contest. Came back to score 3 goals in just a very short period of time and get the win. Yeah, see that short passing game? This is Mount Anthony's forte. There's the step up, the ball keep coming forward. Webster will be there. He'll erase it, go sideways with it. Into the hands of Coach Ratty, who made the grab. Still got the moves, he does. He almost looks like he did 20 years ago playing soccer. The t-shirt's a little more flexed out than it was a couple years ago, but hey, he made the catch. He's got the hands. And no handball. I thought it might have been a handball, and it wasn't. And there's a lot of wrestling going on over there, and that's going to be Dinnan, number 19. He'll go off from Dinnan's hands or foot out of bounds. It'll be a Mount Anthony throw. Patriots looking for the tie here, looking to get some possession time. They had a lot more possession time early on, and then we were kind of leveled off, and that's right off the butt. That's off a foot and then off a butt of a Mill River player, and that's going to go to midfield and beyond midfield on the bounce. And looking for the support on the ball by some white shirts. There's the step up by Cole. Again, that's the way you play defense. You be aggressive, you come out and you step up to the ball and you stop the progress. You can't just let them skate down for free, and that's coming in on Biscay and over the top. Even for Austin, that was tall. Like I said, he's one of the better goalies in the state of Vermont, but he hasn't seen a lot of action here in this particular soccer game, and I'm sure that's okay with him. Gives a little pat on the back to Omen. You can see the size difference there. Like I said, Austin, I believe, is right around the 6'5" mark. I know when recently I was shooting some video footage with him, and when I was talking to him, I came up just about to his, well, not even to be honest, about 6 inches below his sternum. That's how short I am, or how tall he is. And we'll have a Mount Anthony throw, and they'll have to wait. Peter Horn in the background. Substitutions coming in. Number 19 is Dylan Krozik coming in. He'll take the throw for the Patriots. They started off with a bang. They had some good early pressure. Then Mill River kind of leveled things off, and they got the goal by Webster. We're just about at the midway point. 40-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Bite your tongue, let's not even think overtime. And some bumping and grinding going on there, and you can see Hammond crash to the ground, and it'll be a blue throw. I don't believe there's a foul called. I'll have to wait and see if there's a foul. There's a kick, and there was a foul called, and it was a good call. There's a lot of contact there, and we'll have the kick coming up now by number 12, Jesse Crozier. Because I remember him from the basketball season for Mount Anthony when I cover all the different sports. You get to see all these different players, different seasons, and you kind of start stringing the names together. And Crozier trying to just, again, that's a tough spot. Oh, Biscay read it. He had everybody well marked out in front of him, but Big Austin, the Big A, came out and made the grab, and boy, can he kick the ball. That is on the fly, 4 yards beyond the midfield stripe, and that is, you know, you say, well, yeah, that's a good thing. You know why it's a good thing? That's an offensive weapon. He can kick it, just like a long pass from the goalie right out to somebody breaking over midfield. He puts you in your offensive end. He can put you right on stride, and Dinnan with that long stride himself, trying to take the corner. There's the serve up, and he'll come back to Catrati. Makes the charge, gets the kick, goal! Catrati's amazing. He'll get the goal. He kicked, he backed up, received the pass, kicked it off the defender to himself in the back of the net, and he's just getting closer and closer to number 50 for his career. 2-0 now, Mill River, and he was marked. That's the thing. They had him marked, and he still scored. So Webster and Catrati put Mill River up 2-0 at the midway point. Tell you what, that was awesome. You must excuse my enthusiasm, but I gotta tell you, that's fun stuff to watch. So Mount Anthony, after having a very solid first half, first 20 minutes of the ball game, down 2-0, Mill River. Already with a win over Bells Falls, looking to push the record 2-0. A big win would be here. A lot of soccer left to play, but it'd be a Division I foe, so they'd be playing up, and that would be better points for them. Ullman able to take the ball away, fight through a couple different Patriots, lay the pass out on that far side, and I believe it was Dinnan that pulled up. They'll work the ball down in deeper. It's going to ricochet off of several bodies into Austin Biscay's hands, and the Big A will pick it up, and there's the kick. Again, over midfield, and there's the push from behind. That's the fourth foul that Catrati has drawn, and a kick coming up now. It's Everett. Everett calling for a ball, wanting the ball, and finally getting the ball. And again, Everett, a junior. So this is a very stacked Mill River squad. Got a good kick, It's in the box, it's loose, it's free. Dinnan, header, got it! 3 different goal scorers in a matter of 5 minutes have scored. And this is the potency I was talking about. Yes, Catrati, it starts with him. You got to design a little game plan for him, but there's a lot of scorers up front. We've seen it with Webster, we've seen it with Dinnan, we've seen Everett set up a few of the goals. So yeah, a very complete team, a very dangerous team, and the team again went to the championship last year, looking to repeat and go back to the championship game again this year. 18:58 left to play, 3-0 Mill River. First half action, and this is the kind of soccer I like. I gotta tell you, the more offensive the game, the better it is. Now, I know I'm not a soccer purist, and I never played the game. Didn't even start watching it until 13 years ago, but I've been to some real tense 0-0 games or 1-0 games. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but I like offense, I like flow, I like goals. I'd love to see more 7-4, 9-6 soccer games. I'm sure the goalies wouldn't, the coaches wouldn't, but if they get rid of that offside stuff, they could have some double-digit scoring. But nobody ever asked me how to improve the game, so they want to cross the ball, and it'll be ricocheted. I don't think it was deflected. No, goal kick called, and we'll have Ullman get set, and again, Austin was scared a little. But Austin's a big guy. When he pats you on the back like that, you better kick the ball right. You see the Minuteman logo on the kickboard from behind, and again, call up that Channel 15 website, www.PEGTV.com, and also Tom Leipold, a graduate of Mill River. Not only the program director at Channel 15, but also a professional comedian, entertainer. He wants me to remind you that every Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he starts playing the games of the week. And that's not just Munger Vision stuff. If somebody else gets out there and tapes a game, he will put it all on. You'll see nothing but local sports starting Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, the schedule's a little light on my end in the first couple of weeks of the fall sports season, and then it takes off, and I can do a ton of games a week. And Everett wants to clear it, and there's Brian Cole. Cole, now he'll direct some traffic. He'll dribble, he'll slow it down. He wants to go past the defender. Look at that speed. They cleared it out on the side. He'll cross the ball. It got knocked down by a Mount Anthony Patriot in the center of the 18, and it's going to come out, and it's Omen, number 15, up there. He went up for the header, couldn't control it, and the ball being a circle, but still on the, now it's on the offensive side for Mount Anthony. The Patriots looking to respond to these 3 unanswered goals. 3 goals in 5 minutes, and it happens fast at Mill River. The offense is like a bolt of lightning. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Rob Black, the athletic director at Mill River, and the entire Mill River community, players, parents, teachers, coaches, for allowing me to come and videotape Mill River sports and then get it played on Channel 15, PEGTV, public access television. Appreciate it. I know the community really gets into watching local sports. Some of the positives people overlook is there's a lot of grandparents, aunts and uncles that can't make the games or can't, arrive because of work or for whatever reasons. They can still watch their relatives play and get to watch it on PEGTV, whether on TV or on the internet now. Also, it makes a bookmark of history. I mean, you get to look back. Imagine, like, I graduated 100 years ago, but imagine if they would have had video. Not that I mounted anything in life playing stuff, but imagine a good player, and you can put a disc in and watch something that happened 25 years ago. You're making a mark of history, a moment to be remembered. And that's going to roll down near the box, not going to the 18. Catrati will come up and pressure the ball, and they'll step to the outside, and that's going to be a whistle on Catrati. You have to get the legs tangled up, and yeah, they're going to have the kick taken at the spot of the infraction. Trevor, not one to hide his emotions. He was chatting it up out there. He didn't think it deserved a whistle, but I got to tell you, big a fan as I am of his, that was a good call. That's going to be settled down by Crozier, and he wants to circle around. And now, see, that nice pressure defense instead of step up, the forcing of making a decision to do something with the ball, and didn't. Able to take that big leg and slow it down. We'll give it off to Hall, and Hall will take the corner and crash and burn, and I don't hear a whistle. Coach Ratty now with the impression of, what the heck? Don't call there. And I'm trying to locate the throw. There it is. Okay. Sometimes the hardest thing to do, the soccer ball is big. I can find a softball and a baseball, but something as big as a soccer ball, I have trouble locating it out there on the sidelines. Age. I'm almost past middle age now. By far, my best years are behind me, and they weren't that good to begin with, so it's only going to be downhill from now. Tyler Catrati in there, number 2 out there for Mill River. And there's Austin Biscay with the scoop and the pickup. He'll work it out and take another punt. And boom, the kick up again. Great lift, great carry. And that is 15 yards over midfield. Cole with the header to himself wants to trap the ball. Will come around, keep it in. He's going to dance to the left foot, get the kick, and that will come back up and out to the 40, and that's where they'll hook up and spun around. It's TJ Mumford able to get a toe on it and find Dinnan. I'm sorry, that's Ethan Biscay. And they're going to lay it out on that side, and Brimmer will pick it up. He has seen plenty of action early on here, Brimmer has. 13:50 to go. And Brimmer with his punt, little line drive, short of midfield, step up, they'll shorten the field. That's going to be 50-50 ball, and I got to get number 20 out here. Oh, Zach Davis. Zach Davis, number 20 out there on the field for Mill River. They're enjoying a 3-goal lead in the first half of play against Division I Mount Anthony. Yeah, it's like I said too, I mean, this is a potent program here at Mill River. I lost the ball. That goes back. Omen will make the move, get the defender to slide, kick up the dirt, and then Omen to the sideline, and the ball will be taken out of bounds. On the throw, it'll be Mount Anthony on a warm, sunny day, and it's not officially fall yet. We're quite a distance, actually. For being called fall sports season, it's summer still, and it's summer weather. That was Hammond that came out and contested that piece of territory, and had the offensive player just literally step over the top of him, but Hammond will take the throw, and there's the step up, and they're looking for the send forward, and going to have an offside. Yeah, Cole was so fast, he just accelerated so quick, he was offside on the play. Clock ticking down to 12.5 minutes to go in the opening half of play for Mill River Union High School on the Middle Road in North Clarendon, Vermont, USA. Yes, and my former cameraman for many years, and still my son, but it's just my former cameraman now. And he doesn't watch my stuff. He heard enough of it when he had to run the camera. But his birthday coming up, and I'd like to say happy birthday to Matthew Munger. If you see him on September 21st, he's a Virgo, give him a big pat on the back and say happy 26th birthday to him. Yes, 26. I know that's hard to believe, not because he doesn't look 26, but because I don't look old enough to have a 26-year-old son. That's my reasoning. I don't know if you'd agree with that. And if I do look old enough now to have a 26-year-old son, that's because he had a lot to do with me looking that old. But yeah, many years of giving up unselfish time, dedicated service to the public access community. He ran the camera. Like I said, best cameraman I ever had. And I had some awful good ones. I had Brian Mayhew, Ernie Sewell, Johnny Mayhew, Matthew Munger. And in the last several years, I just run it myself and talk the game. And Biscay will bobble it and make the save. Kind of handcuffed Big A, but he's able to get a beat on it. Yeah, and that's gonna. They've got Coach Ratty fired up, 3-0 lead, but he's got a whole different unit out there as players, and he wants them to attack the ball and get fired up and get the attack going. Y'all, believe me, there is no such thing as enough goals. No, it's just like not enough runs in baseball or touchdowns in football. You play hard, you attack, and you run your complete system the entire game. I have seen so many teams put it in neutral or have their coaches change their philosophy with the lead, and next thing you know, you're tied up and losing. They'll bring it down, and that is going to be Tyler Catrati. Now, I first met Tyler through the Raha program where he was a goalie. Now, it was a real young age group. I can't give you a name if it was Squirt. I think it was Squirts, yeah. What a tremendous goalie he was there. I mean, he was so agile. He was unbelievably good in that. And here he is on the soccer field in high school now. Ullman with the big attack, and we've got a white direct coming up on a hold call. Oh yeah, taking no guff, the official, very definitive in his call. And Everett now, he'll get set, he'll move the ball about 5 yards ahead. He'll wait for the indication to get things going. He'll get set to step into it. And again, this is a direct kick coming up. 9:50 to go in the first half. 3-0 Mill River between the 25-25 mark left to play to the 20-minute mark. They scored 3 goals, 3 different goal scorers. Again, this is a team, yeah, you got to watch Catrati, but there are so many other weapons out there, and this guy's one of them. And this guy's one of them. Of course, I'm talking about Will Everett, Ethan Biscay, and I think the call is on Cole. You got to watch out for Cole. That kick going to the sideline, bodies flying everywhere, and that's going to be off from Zach Davis, number 20. Should be a blue throw. And that's what we'll have. We'll have Mount Anthony take the throw, and they'll look around, and then just lob it in. Looking for an open body, they went to the short throw. Everything marked long. Biscay came up to contest that last little bit of turf on the sideline. That gave the opportunity for Mount Anthony to give the ball up on the run to a teammate streaking down the sideline. And then Biscay with a touch, and then a follow-up by his teammate to reach out in a save. Cole will circle around, came hard off his foot, and that's what gave possession back to the Patriots. Crozier reached up and was able to get it back to a teammate. But again, see that defense keeps standing out, putting pressure on Mount Anthony. And if I had to take a guess at the temperature, I bet we're around 81, 82 degrees. Not like July humid, but there's humidity in the air. And your early season soccer games, the first 2, 3, 4 games, usually in the state of Vermont go like this. Then we finally cool down, and then we get into that rain season, which has been basically all year, right? But we've had 4 or 5 days now without rain, which is a record in Vermont this year. Oh my goodness. And Crozier with the throw. He's at a position where he can go right into the box if he wants to. And that's his attack lane. He'll get it into the box. Ullman with the step up, cleared the box, got it to the arc. Ethan Biscay will get it, and he's got some turf to work with, so he's going to take the dribble. Why not, Ethan? Go with it. He'll bring it up over midfield. Still on the run. Out a blue jersey in the viewfinder. Now, finally, a blue jersey. And what he didn't want to do was be offsides. He was waiting for something to develop. That's going to be centered up, popped up. Brimmer back in the box, back in the net. Catrati. This is Tyler Catrati trying to make the move around himself. Passing to himself around the defender, didn't quite work. There's the settle, and Everett Again, boy, they're just sagging off so much defensively right now. That's scary. Mumford, and it's going to be white balls. Mumford there with the simultaneous kick, got it off the defender, and it'll be TJ taking the throw. And TJ looking for the corner. And Trevor Catrati out there. I think, yeah, we have 2 Catratis out there right now. Alex Bullock out there, also number 7 for Mill River. So I'm trying to catch up to all the changes. So we're at the 7-minute play mark in the first half, and that's going to come down to Catrati. He'll direct some traffic and just give the ball back. And Bullock will drop the ball over to the football 25. Yeah, great job of using the body right there. Great job of getting inside. Look at that, too. Biscay with a great job with the body. Coming in, going back, and just finally lost as he's double teamed on the corner of the 18. Coming out on the, looking for the breakout and missing on the kick, and finally hooking it up with Crozier. And Crozier has it taken off his foot on a little sneaky tick there on a poke check without stick. Catrati did the splits, came up with nothing but air. And that ball laid out, a good 25-yard kick. Again, there's that defense. You don't hear enough about it, Mill River. Oh yeah, you know all about their offense. And Omen, a little nudge from behind, staying on the ball, was Mount Anthony, and they're trying to get a goal here by Mount Anthony late in the first half. Could be huge for their chalk talk at halftime. Could be huge for their morale going in at halftime. And they'll go out of play. They got it down to Mumford, and he just ran out of turf, ran out of position, and yeah, it should be a blue ball. I didn't know what they were doing. And I still don't know what they're doing. I'm looking for a body. There he comes. Now, I think I'm going to lose him because the window jam here gets in the way. Yeah. There we go. It's a corner coming up. Now, if the camera crashes to the ground, you'll probably lose the game the rest of the way. I'm in the second story window leaning out to get this shot for you. At no cost. I hold back, no cost. I go get you the best video footage possible by any free community server you'll ever get. On the run, the corner came up with squat, and here comes Mill River. Boy, nice. He just had so much time, he put his hands up because he just had so much time. I believe that was Webster on the glide coming down, and on the back check, they'll give it back out to Everett. Everett with that burst of speed, and he got it too far. He could have a corner, though. Again, not a good decision right there. Just turn and kick the ball out through the inline. It'll be in a corner for Mill River. He had plenty of time to settle it, turn around upfield, or go to the sideline with the kick. As Mill River will gather up here, and they set the ball in the corner. Oh, a little chat to Everett. I don't know if something was said or done, but he had a little speaking to session with the official. And like I said, I know that official. I just can never think of his name, and I feel bad about that. But he's a good guy, good official. So that's going to be struck by TJ Mumford, and you can see there is a slight breeze, but it's much stronger up here than it is on the field. Duh, naturally it's going to be stronger higher, but you'll set it up, far post, and rolls past, and Webster brings it up to the top of the arc, and oh, what a job of trapping it. Then he tried to launch it, couldn't do it. Another chance, just wide. That Tyler Catrati showing us some that Catrati magic. So we'll have the kick coming up now. 4 minutes to go in the first half of play. 3-0 Mill River. 3 goals in 5 minutes by 3 different scorers. Chris Moyer will take the kick, number 17, a sweeper for the Patriots. Kevin Dunham, the head coach at Mount Anthony, and he's done a good job. I mean, he's really, the program has just gotten better each year that he's been in charge. Mumford will get the pass through. It's going to be to Bullock. Bullock to the center of the field, to the outside of the foot with the pass. There's the spin. Nice spin off. Great job of getting a position over the defender, then to the outside, and that's going to be Ethan Biscay. He wanted to pass the ball back to his teammate coming up on the trail, and the ball just got nudged enough to throw the whole play off by about a foot or a stride. And there's the fake. Webster Boddick back in the position. It's going to go across the turf. Davis there, and it's going to be picked up by Davis. He'll take the throw. He wants to keep the tempo going. He'll get it in bounds and up the back, and yeah, it's going to be a whistle every time. Climbed up the back of Biscay, and we'll have the penalty kick coming, boy, just outside the box. Call it the 19-yard line, for God's sakes. So Ethan, who during the preseason was nursing a groin pull, Looks pretty healthy now, and he's going right at it, right to the goalie Brimmer. Now that's not a bad play. We've already seen Brimmer bobble a kick that ended up being a rebound left out. It resulted in a ball being left out, and that's how Webster got the game's first goal. There's a good move at midfield, and then there's the kick coming through, and again, not that far out. You see Biscay flying through the air, looking like Spider-Man or the Dark Knight himself out there. Oh, what an overrated movie. I thought it was good, but $500 million good? No way. I must be getting old. 2 minutes to go in the first half, and they're going to send Hammond back. And now Dan's going to take the kick now after Ullman's having some difficulties with his goal kicks. And that's a good job. On the bounce, everybody kind of hanging. I'm not sure why nobody made the play on the ball, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, it's going to result. A couple of Mount Anthony players watched it go out of bounds. It was going to be Mill River ball. And that just an overthrow and a throw. Oh, what a play to come off the bottom of the foot. Catrati deflects it forward, tries to bring it to the inside, goes to the outside, passes it to himself, and oh my God, even if he doesn't score, and then he takes a push from behind, and they got to really start watching the cheap stuff out there. Just incredible maneuvers by Trevor Catrati, number 4. And now TJ Mumford on the corner, he'll go get the ball. He served up the last point and put it in pretty good position. He's looking at the same thing here with 1:18 to go in the half. 3-0 Mill River over Mount Anthony. So the serve coming up, and that was kind of different. They put a defender on the kick. I don't think I've ever seen that. In any event, it's going to be behind the net now to play, and we'll have Mount Anthony with a chance here with 54 seconds to go. Plenty of time to get the ball down the field, but they're looking for anything positive right now in this closing minute. And that's not it. They just kicked the ball and kicked it out of bounds. Bullock going after it. He'll pick it up. Bullock will give the ball up to Mumford, looks like, and TJ will take the throw. Now Mill River will be on the road for the next couple of games, but I'll have some more home games for you coming up. That's going to be out of bounds on a throw looking for Catrati. And we'll have a blue throw with 27 seconds to go. We've had quite a few changes of possession in the last 27 seconds. When again that came up, Mumford with that left foot sends it through untouched. We'll have a goal kick. And what should probably be the final kick here of the first half, as we're down to 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Brimmer bringing the ball back. And Moyer will get set with just 7-6-5. And he might not even get the kickoff. He does. That's the horn. What a half for Mill River. They'll have a 3-0 lead at the break over Mount Anthony in varsity soccer action on Munger Vision. And I'll quickly read the Mill River roster for you, because what Coach Ratty does is he takes them down behind a kickboard so he can holler at them and be out of sight and out of earshot of all the people, so I won't be able to zoom in on the team. Austin Biscay is the goalie. Tyler Catrati is number 2. Number 3 is Kyle Webster. Trevor Catrati is number 4. Ethan Biscay is 5. Dan Hammond is number 6. Alex Bullock 7. Steve Rooney number 8. Landon Aiken number 10. 11 is Josh Bankert. Brian Coles 12. TJ Mumford 13. Matt Halls 14. Jacob Ullman is number 15. Number 16, Annie Imahoff. Will Everett number 17. Matt Dinnan 19. Zach Davis 20. Eric Basil in number 22. Lucas Davis is the backup goalie. And going back to number 16, Imahoff, I could be saying that completely wrong. I had a problem with his name during JV basketball season, and one of the reasons was they spelt his name wrong in the program. And I'm looking at it right now, and I'm not sure if it's spelt right again, but his mom approached me during basketball season very nicely too and just told me how to pronounce it. And I know she'll be listening. So if I said it wrong again, just come on up and tell me. I can take criticism, especially when I'm wrong. But that's the Mill River roster here, and it's 3-0 Mill River at the half over Mount Anthony. So 40 minutes put on the clock as we get set for the second half of action. And it'll be an opening possession. We'll go to Mount Anthony. Now it's number 1, Josh Guthier out there. He'll have the Dutch Crozier in the center, and again Mill River, they switched into the field. Austin Biscay remains in net for the Minutemen. And here comes the attack down the Mount Anthony way. There's a nice breeze blowing here in the second half, and the shadows you see starting to extend from the tree line over to the field. And you can look for that Mill River schedule so you can catch a game live by going on your computer to www.viewmyschedule.com. and you just click on, you just type in the high school you're looking for, the area, and it'll come up with the high school schedules for all the sports here at Mill River. Pretty neat feature when it works correctly. There's times it doesn't, but you know, for the most part it's okay. But you should really catch a game live. It's a lot better soccer is in person than it is with a one camera shoot like I have. And Mill River looking to come out and put the proverbial nail in the coffin here, and with a 3-0 lead, it really is the next goal is the important one, especially for Mount Anthony. They can't afford to go down 4 goals to none, or as they say in soccer, 4 goals to nil. Soccer is kind of its own little world, and I'm really an outsider in it, and I've really tried to, I use a lot of non-soccer terminology, and it's been pointed out by a lot of the soccer purists. Trotty with the give, offsides. Cole was offsides by about a stride and a half, and another good call by the officials. There's been many of them here today. So we'll have the kick on the offsides taken by the Patriots, just about the 20-yard line, the football 20-yard line, the American football, as they'll line it up, and boy, they need to score quickly here just to get picked up. Again, on the horizon for Mill River, like I said, they're on the road for a little while, and then I'll have them back here for their game against Woodstock in a couple of weeks. But they have the Loisel tournament coming up, and I know that was one of their goals this year, was to come back with the Loisel trophy. They made it to the finals last year. They came up just a goal short. And we'll have the throw now taken by TJ Mumford, number 13. So Mumford with a good easy lob. Oh, he had a perfect spot, took a high hop over the top of Catrati. That's going to be popped up. 50-50 ball, and still a 50-50 ball, and still a 50-50 ball. That makes it a 150 ball right here, and it's going to be Crozier setting it down, and he's looking to take off, make the move, wants to break past the defender. Well played right there by Rooney, I believe. I'll have to double check. It's Omen. Big collision. Ball pop free. Will come to Mumford. Mumford with that nice little easy motion will get the ball off to Cole, and we've got a player back down. Yeah, they had a collision, and the Mount Anthony player will be down on the ground. Hopefully we'll be okay, but we'll have a break in the action. 3-0 Mill River, 2.5 minutes into the second half of play. Here, number 1 from Mount Anthony, then taking a shot to the hip, and he got up, was able to walk off under his own power. He'll probably have a hickey there or something in the morning, but I think he'll be back in. And Ethan Biscay will get set, number 5, with his back here right there. He'll put the ball into play. That's where they stopped actions, right where the ball's been spotted. Webster got the whole thing started today for Mill River. He got the goal to get things going 1-0. Then Trotty made it 2-0. Then Dinnan 3-0. Like I said, all that happened within a 5-minute span. From 25-25 to 2019. I know it's a tad bit off from 5 minutes, but hey. Like I say, congratulations to Brett Stickney, the new hockey coach at MSJ. I wish him the best success. He's coming up on a Sports Beat show in October. You get to listen to the new coach and get familiar with him. Again, at Sports Beat on Monday afternoons at 4:30, Tuesday afternoons at 5:30, and then Thursday night at 9 p.m. Or to the far side of the box goes Austin Biscay and Matt Hall back there with him, number 14. I haven't talked about Matt Hall a lot today. He hasn't seen a lot of action back on a defensive position, but a very solid player, very good player. And he'll be out of play. And kick sailed on Big A, and it'll go out of bounds. We'll have a blue throw. Again, they need a goal, and they need a goal pretty quick here. They need 3 goals to tie it up, but they need some momentum. They need something to lift them here. Mount Anthony's are starting to get into a flat line. They have no rhythm right now, and all great play by Danny Hammond with the steal to turn the kick, and he'll get it up to midfield to Catrati. Catrati now over the midway stripe will make the move to the inside, spin around, pick the ball back up, and now he's just scanning the field. Will make the move around the defender, bring it back, and go to the pass on this near side. It'll come down to Ethan Biscay, the one touch, and then sends it, and he's looking for TJ Mumford. Nope, he's fast, TJ is, but not quite that fast. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll become a Mount Anthony ball now. They'll have the throw on his far corner, near corner actually, of the football field that they use for both football and girls and boys soccer, or men's and women's soccer. Mount Anthony again with the good solid first 8 to 9 minutes of the ball game. And oh, look at Cole, look at Cole, he rushed it. He had nothing but green turf to the goalie and took the kick and went outside of his foot. He's out of the box. Yeah, he's out of the box. He played that with his hands out of the box, and it'll become Mill River on the foul. With the kick. Well, we'll have it right there with the call. Yeah, I think he scared the heck out of the official by making the call so quick. That's what let Mumford come over. I think this is because of the side of the field it's on. Mumford's coming over instead of Everett. Oh, because he's left-footed. I mean, that's what I'm saying to you. This is his hook side. This would be his power side. Yeah, and he didn't quite, he hardlined it. Yeah, he should put a little more air underneath it, but all that for nothing. The ball will go out of bounds, and we'll have should have a kick coming up, I believe. Well, it doesn't matter. I couldn't see the that corner, and it'll go out of bounds, be picked back up. There's the kick up top, and again, it was a quick 5-minute burst of the goals by Mill River. Now it's kind of had a letdown. Both teams just kind of coasting along here in the last several minutes. That's going to be a white throw, and they'll be right near midfield, but not quite on midfield. Rooney will make the grab, and number 8, Stephen Rooney, will make the throw, and we're down to 34 minutes to go in the afternoon here for Mill River Union High School. Like I said, the next home game, Mill River will take on Woodstock, and I believe that's on the 15th of September, and I believe that's still a 4:30 start time. When it starts getting dark out earlier because of fall, then they move the game times up to 4 o'clock start times. That's over the top. One of the rare times that Mount Anthony's tried that long ball game, and Matt Hall right there really made the play nicely, and that's going to come back and be settled, and they'll go backwards to go forwards. There's the pop-up looking for the 50-50 ball headed towards the arc, toward the box, into the box, and again Matt Hall right there and running interference for Austin Biscay to make the pickup, and Austin's going to go to that whip it throw, and he'll whip it out and he'll be picked off. He was looking for Everett on that far side, and here comes the follow-up. They had a few yards to dribble, then they'd like to take the kick, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Mill River Minutemen with the ball on the goal kick. Got 33 minutes, and it's been an uneventful first 7 minutes here to the second half. And Hammond, who will go back in place of Omen, will take the kick. Of course, Hammond, very tough, very physical player out there. Good physical presence for Mill River. Webster got a goal today. He had the pass. He'll get it up to midfield, and that's going to trickle through and come across to Mumford. He'll reach back with the toe and make the steal. He wants to send the ball up to Cole. Cole couldn't quite play. It was behind him, and that's going to be played through. A lot of clutching and grabbing and pushing, but they let it all happen and pull through. And that's going to be off from the goalie, and it's going to become a corner kick. One of the Minutemen so quick to get the shot off that I couldn't identify him. That's quick. So Mill River will get a corner, and I think that's a different goalie. I don't think that's Bremer out there anymore, and I'm searching real quick. I think that's Jeff Munger, the new goalie out there on the goalie change. So a corner coming up for the Minutemen. And you can see the flag rather limp out there. And he put it out in front of the net, just not out far enough, and Winger will make the save, and Winger will make the kick. If that's Bremer, I apologize. I should just go with the MAU goalie. I don't remember the bright colors like that on the first goalie. Mumford, a senior, trying to turn the corner, and oh, he reached out and tackled him, yeah. Yeah, that's an easy call. You throw a flag on that and call holding, give him pass interference, whatever. I'm not sure TJ just wasn't losing balance, but it sure looked like he jumped out and grabbed him, but in any event, it'll be a foul and a kick coming up for the Patriots. And boy, I tell you what, they didn't get a lot of air on it, and that's why it was easily picked off. And there's some pushing and shoving there, and it'll become a white kick, on the foul. And Ethan Biscay will set it up, number 5, and he is just probably the equivalent of the 30-yard line in football, and on a very sharp right angle. Probably 105 degrees. That's headed up. That's in the box. It's a 50-50 ball, and it's going to be just wide. And Mumford, nice trap, brings it back around. That's going to be put up in the air, bobbled and settled, and we got a whistle. Oh, they're going to call Catrati for that. Oh, my goodness. So we're at 10 minutes played, 30 minutes left, 10 minutes expired, and we have the same score now as we did at the half at 3-0 the Minutemen. Hey, gotta tell you too, now we're talking fall sports and the clocks being set back and the daylight going away quicker. Good time to tell you some of the upcoming programming coming up on Channel 15, the special programming, seasonal programming. And that starts with the Pumpkin Princess, a selection of the Pumpkin Queen and her court. That's live in the studio at Channel 15, and they show it also throughout the month. Oh, great kick, great save. And then you actually have the Halloween parade live on Halloween, and then throughout the rest of the month they'll put it on at various times. And then November 1st, I gotta wait for the substitutions. November 1st, you've got Sammy Grusso on a really big show, the fundraiser for the United Way, the talent show that raises money for the United Way of Rutland County. That'll be at the Paramount Theater starting at 7 o'clock, and that will be videotaped by yours truly. The good thing about that, I only videotape, you don't have to listen to me talk. So you can watch all the talent over and over and over. So 3 big events coming up in a very short period of time on Channel 15. The selection of the Pumpkin Queen, the Halloween Parade, and then the really big show. And there's always tons of other local programming going on 24/7 on Channel 15. And don't forget good old Munger Vision. He's a pain in the butt, but he's stick to itness. I mean, he's persistent. A local, well, he thinks he's a sports legend and an icon, and the local athletic director thinks a lot of himself. He doesn't think I have discipline. I'll tell you what, 6,000 video productions, scheduling it, editing them, showing up on time, getting the names, the rosters, shooting the best video you can, handing them all in on time, serving each program to my fullest extent. You don't think that's discipline? Then you try it, Mr. Athletic Director. And you know who you are. A lot of politics in sports you don't know about. Let me tell you, that's been the ugly side of doing the volunteer work with Channel 15. It's just been the great people you get to meet, but there's always a couple boneheads along the way that you have to run into. And unfortunately, they're the type of people that are put in a position where they can really dictate a lot of what they shouldn't be able to in local sports. But not here. This is a good spot. The Mill River is a good place to shoot from and shoot for. Shoot video for and from. See the ball boy waiting for somebody to come. He's kind of waiting around too, and they're kind of confused on the field if there's a blue or white throw coming up. 28 minutes to go. 12 minutes have gone by, and there's Mr. Dinnan. He's got a goal today, and he'll take the long throw into the box, and he'll come up to the top and out of the box, actually. See Catrati being chased around. He'll turn reverse fields, and he's looking for Everett. He might have outkicked him. Everett with that burst of speed, and he will not be able to get there. And it'll become Mount Anthony with the throw. They're going to have to wait a second for the substitution. The Hornets on it. They wait for the sub to come in on the field. Oh, West Rutland, a good place to shoot too. Joey Harrington, the AD over there, and Carl Serrani, the coach, they've been very accommodating over the years for the girls basketball, and when I've been able to get over to the girls softball. Never did soccer over there. I didn't really have a spot to shoot from. Would have liked to have done it, but sometimes logistics gets in the way. And of course here at Mill River I do the boys and girls soccer, the boys and girls basketball. Somebody's going to get a card, and it's going to be a hometowner. Looks like Webster will be carded, the first card of the afternoon. It's a yellow card. Yeah, that's okay. And also getting up okay is Ryan Blue. But no, at Mill River I do the basketball. Used to do the football, then that kind of became an issue. Got the softball program. Austin Biscay will make the call, make the grab. Years and years and years ago, and this is going back some when they had a hockey team at Mill River. I covered some of their hockey. Huh? Okay, they're going to re-kick. I'm counting the people on the field. I think they might have had a substitution problem there in Mill River on that yellow card, and they're going to get the kick back over. DeSano set for the kick. I'm just trying to real quickly make a count here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. They're okay now. So DeSano getting setting the kick with 27:11 to go. You go up over. That's pretty beautifully placed kick, as well defended. It's going to be off the back of the football crossbar, and Matt Hall will set the ball down for the kick himself. Matt will get into it and drive it. Oh, that hurt me to watch. Everybody gets up and they look okay, but that was foot to body, and whoo, inadvertent or not, that hurt. And that's going to be off the crossbar. What a hook they put on that. That's Guthier who left the game earlier with the hip problem. He looked pretty darn healthy on that, and that's going to go. The angle of the camera I'm at, that was a beautiful shot video-wise. I mean, yes, I'm not patting my own back. It was just accidental. I was here in the right spot, but you could follow the curve of the ball and the power, the velocity behind it, and you could see the sprawling dive that goes out of play by Biscay, the goalie. In the end, it was just exciting, no score. So will take the kick, and Matt Hall will set it up again. He took the last kick and did a good job with it. Oh, but I don't know if I ever finished my train of thought. West Charlton, I do the girls basketball. This year with the new boys basketball coach, Mike Lufkin, I was told that I would be asked to, if I wanted to, be able to do the boys basketball. Now, I was, Phil Bartlett, the former coach, didn't, I don't know if he didn't want me, well, no, I know he didn't want me to do the games, but he also was touchy about having the games done. Oh, what a save by Biscay, because he thought that people would scout him, but he would have the games done by his own broadcast crew and then hold them out until the end of the season was all over and then pass in 10 or 12 games be all played at once, which to me really wasn't fair because you're told to hand your stuff in a timely fashion. And I don't think after the season, 3 months later is really timely. But so I'll get a shot if I want to go to the West Charlton boys basketball program. Yeah, and I've done them, not so much in the last year or two, but I used to do a lot of the West Charlton softball. And Katrati tied up and wrestled down and threw some turf. And I don't know, there was really no whistle on that, to tell you the truth. I mean, that, to me, of all the whistles I've heard today, that easily could have been a whistle right there. They almost threw a saddle on Katrati and had the Bronco buck and they were riding him so hard. 25 minutes left on the afternoon. Ethan Biscay with the step up, the steal, the nice footwork, the great acceleration, the dribbling into the open field, to send the ball, hook it and send it through. Now, I'm not sure if that was a pass. I think it wasn't. I think it was a shot, but he hooked it and it went through the inline. We'll have a goal kick coming up now. So yeah, I got some good basketball coming up. The boys program should be pretty solid this year at Mill River. I mean, they've been going through some growing pains the last couple of years, but all that young talent now maturing. This is their time to step up. So I'll have some of that for you, some Mill River boys and girls basketball action. And hockey's tough to shoot, but I'll go down with the new coach at MSJ and shoot some stuff for Coach Stickney down at MSJ Hockey. Of course, West Rutland girls basketball, and I think some West Rutland boys basketball, some CSJ boys and girls basketball, or men's and women's at that level they call it. The Glossic tournament, that's always a rush to do the 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. I think the Christmas tournament this year for Christ the King, I did some of that last year, and it's good to get back into that. Oh yeah, my docket's nice. Like I said, I've covered everything. I don't know if I fly under the radar, I don't think so, but I kind of go unmentioned because the pros, it's a funny setup covering games. It's such an easy, simple thing. But they kind of got their own little inner circle the pro people do that cover it, and I don't know, I never was accepted into it. And I shouldn't have been. I didn't want to be accepted into the pro circle, but they pick out who gets the accolades in public and who gets applauded and who gets recognized and who makes sure they get a lot of ink thrown out. I was never in that circle, so my God, 6,000 video productions, 13 years of free public access coverage of all the sports, highlight tapes, college recruiting tapes. Of course I should have been in that circle, but the hell with it, Oh, look at the speed, and Dinnin's going to be a 2-goal scorer today. That's what speed does. Katrati will get the assist, Dinnin with the finish, and it was just a great push down the field. Everybody went to Katrati defensively. That left Dinnin open. Nice job by Dinnin. Great foot-eye coordination by Dinnin, and he's got 2 goals today, and it goes to 4-0 Mill River. I've covered lacrosse, field hockey, wrestling, boxing, football, ice hockey, baseball, softball, soccer, cross-country skiing for Mike Gallagher one year. Oh God, there's so many. AAU basketball, summer league softball. I mean, I can't even think of everything. I've covered everything that there's things I've covered that pros don't cover. Every age group, every gender. I don't go by the popularity of the sport. 4-0 Mill River, 22-32 to go in the soccer game. The Minutemen looking to go to 2-0. This kick coming up now, and it's going to be Harris, Zach Harris with the kick. Well, it looks like Zach Harris. Blue's also there. They could be a little trickery here. See the wall being built by the Minutemen. And Biscay in net looking to preserve that shutout. He's gone this far with a goose egg on the board. He doesn't want to lose it now. Yeah, he'll run over, and then there's the fake, and he'd nig enough height on it. Yeah, he wasn't looking to loft it, but he didn't want to kick it into their shins either. Alex Bullock out there, number 7. And he had possession of that. And that, technically, I believe, if they wanted to, they could give that possession away right there. Yeah, there's no mulligans in soccer. Somebody just said, it's not an original line. I heard that in the stands in front of me. Oh, look at that. Look at that passing play. Because that was Cole to Catrati. There's hands on Catrati. There's the bump to Catrati. He'll take his bounce, he'll turn, take the contact. I'll tell you, Trev is a lot stronger than you would think. He took all that contact, kept his balance. Davis to the sideline, blew there first. He'll kick at it. It stays in bounds. Went off from Davis to Mount Anthony. They'll set it down the far sideline. There's the up in the air, the trap, but they couldn't control it. And it's going to be Hammond getting back in position. He'll steer the ball back to his defensive help at the edge of the circle. That's Everett. And that's off the side of the foot. And it'll come all the way across the field laterally. And that should give the defense a chance. You got to come in and do that right there. Pressure the ball. Good sequence of action. But it ends up with a Patriot ball. They'll take the throw, and that's going to be taken by number 13 out there. That's Desano. Oh, in an awkward position. That was Bullock able to get a glancing blow of the ball on a header attempt. And I'm waiting to see white ball called. Didn't wants the ball again. He wants to get the tempo going, and a horn will sound, and he'll have the subs coming in. It's all about tempo with a team like Mill River. They want to get it, go with it. Catch everybody off guard, get the push going. We're at the halfway point of the second half of play. 4-0 the Minutemen. They scored 1 goal here in the second half, so obviously they scored 3 goals in the first half. Dinnan with 2 goals in the game. There's been 3 different goal scorers for Mill River. Yeah, and we'll have Desano now take the kick on the goal kick coming up for Mount Anthony. No, the only reason I'm just chatting a lot today is I've been pondering when it's time to hang up the microphone and the camera. And it's coming closer. It had to happen someday, not soon enough for some people. And some people won't want it to end because of the enjoyment of the coverage, but it's been in the back of my head. It's coming. Look at Catrati. Once he's shoulder to shoulder with you, you're dead meat. Great save, ball's in play. Catrati comes back in, he forces a corner. Yeah, tell you, that's just pure Catrati, pure speed that caused that whole issue right there. That is so fun to watch. And it's a privilege to be able to watch stuff like that. Seen a lot of them through the years, a lot of great athletes, different sports, and I've appreciated all of them. It's been a wild ride. So Hammond will serve up the corner for Mill River. There hasn't been a ton of corners for either side today. There's been a lot of field penalties, and that's going to go behind the net and out of bounds. Yeah, I first got into the public access. Brian Mayhew was my mentor. He let me use his camera and taught me how to shoot cameras and how to analog edit on the old deck-to-deck system. And he was the TD and co-producer of the first 52 Sports Beat shows. And quite frankly, he told me when he stepped aside, he just, it was good, it was fun, it was a blast, it was pretty, well done, but he just never thought it'd last that long. He never thought it'd take that kind of time and effort, and he just didn't want to be consumed by it. Then my son Matthew stepped in and was the TD for the next 100 shows, 105 shows to be exact. Got to 157, and Matthew off to college, growing up, all that, and then I just kind of took it over and shoot the camera myself and interview and do the editing and put the whole thing together. Like I said, I've had Brian Mayhew as a cameraman, worked with Ernie Sewell as a cameraman, Johnny Mayhew, Matthew Munger, and some great people there. Very talented people, good camera people. 13 years, a long time. 17:36 to go in the soccer game. Sorry, I got a little chatty today. Sometimes I get feeling nostalgic. There's the corner. Oh, that's a great attack, and he just missed. Oh, I tell you what, that corner was set up pretty darn nice. They didn't score off of that. It shows you just, first of all, they're playing with intensity with a 4-goal lead with 17 minutes left. That's impressive. That's what you want. Those are the teams that go to the finals. Doesn't matter if you're up 5, down 5. If you're that intense, that focused, and you're executing, and you're playing like it's a 0-0 game, that's what you want. That's the attitude. Coach Ratty again showing you that, like I said, the silhouette's changed over the last several years, but the skills are still there. And I didn't even mention, where is she over there? Oh, she's behind the guy, you can't see him. Joe Valeni doing the clock and the scoreboard again. You talk about a sports legend. She is an authentic, original, and a genuine sports legend. And of course, I remember playing her in high school. What a great athlete she was. She was just a kid. I mean, I was long gone by then, but great shot, great save. But no, she tremendous coach at College of St. Joseph's, led the women's basketball program to 2 consecutive Mayflower Conference titles, championships. Great recruiter, but tremendous coach. You talk about drive, tremendous drive in that person. I thought she did an outstanding job. The few years she did the Mill River softball program, I mean, oh my gosh, she picked it up from the Doldrums, and they have some great teams. They went to at least 1, possibly 2 title games. And on the call, it's going to be a blue throw. Crozier will take it with 15.5 minutes to go in the soccer game. 4-0 Mill River over Division I Mount Anthony, looking to go to 2-0 on the season with a 4-1 win on the road against Bells Falls, and right now, 4-0 over Mount Anthony. And Austin Biscay, even though he hasn't had a ton of work, you've been able to see some of that agility, anticipation, and athleticism. I've seen him have games where he's had to be sharp, and he's a good goalie, outstanding goalie. So Matt Hall, as we start to get, well, I don't want to say dusk, but the light is starting to get subtle now. And there's the kick, and it's going to be coming down off to the head of Webster. Webster, just such a solid performer. Tyler Catrati out there, and he got into a crowd, and Tyler will get back into it. Oh, look at that, Tyler Catrati getting into it. Using his little butt there to get in there and wedge his way between the defender and the ball. Made the steal, then he'll step up, get the toe on it. Nice job. Catrati to Catrati, and here they come. Trevor, 3 away from 50 goal, takes the push in the box. Oh, come on. You got to start calling that stuff. He extended his arm, for God's sakes. That's how obvious the push was. And it threw him off the ball, so it was a definitive movement that gave possession back to the other team. I don't care if it's 4-0. You got to make the call. Okay, I had my hissy fit. I'm okay now. So the Patriots getting a break there. No whistle in the box. That's going to be footed down, and then sent over the top. Crozier and Biscay. And boy, Austin just reacts. Sees the ball, gets the ball. That's good. You want a confident goalie, and he is. Catrati. Oh, look at Tyler go up and get the ball. Tyler with the slide. Tell you what, Tyler fired up today out there for Mill River. And that ball will come back and be played around midfield. A little stagnant play right there. Now they'll get it going in the right direction. That's off from the toe, still going forward, and that's some good defense. I believe that was Davis back there, and that's going to come across, and Biscay again with the read and the steal. 13.5 minutes left on this afternoon's game. PEGTV.com, that's where you got to go. That's where the action's happening. That's where the technology is. That's where all you geeky, techie guys can go. Click video on demand, follow the instructions, and watch Channel 15 programming right there on your computer, on the internet. You can be in Alaska, for God's sakes, and still catch up on all the local activities right here on public access television. Truly, now we're on the web. We are the sports leaders of the area. Actually, I am, because I'm 99% of their sports, so heck, I haven't said that in a long time. That felt good to say. Rooney will watch the ball go out of play, and that's Ethan Biscay, number 5, made the stop. He wasn't in play. The substitution waiting to come in. There's JoJo. You can see her. She kind of hangs out, takes the sun, and yeah, she was checking her tan out. She sits there and runs the controls. Oh, great. JoJo's got great sense of humor. That's one of the, when she was coaching, whether they're winning, losing, or whatever, or if there was turmoil or whatever, she was always funny. She was always funny. She kept it in perspective. So Everett will take the throw. And Everett silently here has played a very, very solid game for Mill River. Like I said, that was a great season last year. You could watch them get all the way to the championship game. Some of the most exciting playoffs soccer I've ever seen. Seriously. Tremendous rallies to come from behind to win. Overtime goals to win. I mean, just really, really was exciting. Denon with the left foot just drives the ball back over midfield. Recovered by the Patriots. They'll set it up now and see. That's headed. That's a rough job of heading right there. It was an awkward kick and took a bad hook, and it goes off from the face of Pat Morrissey on a play. And we'll have Hall. Looks like Matt will take the throw. Yeah, number 14's Hall from Mill River, and he'll take the throw with just 11:36 to go in the soccer game. And we're up by 4 goals and looking for the shutout, looking for their second win of the season. They'll go on the road. And I'm back here the 15th against Woodstock, and that is a big rivalry game, and it's going to be an offside call as Will Everett was, well, at least 1 stride, if not 2 strides offsides. So we'll have a kick coming up on the infraction by Mount Anthony. And again, a lot of turf, and gotta be honest with you, ugly kick will go out of bounds as he sliced it. Didn't see the pace. He got it, wants to throw it, wants to get it going. And again, if you keep that intensity and that focus up when you're up 4-0, there, finally, they'll call the foul. Yeah, and he's got his arms crossed too. So we got a card coming up, and good job. Don't take this wrong, but it's about time. They've been roughhousing intentionally. And I understand it's soccer and it's physical, and I understand that. But here comes a penalty, a PK for Catrati. How'd you like to be the goalie on this one? He's looking for his 48th career goal in varsity soccer action, 3 away from 50. It's going to be a tremendous accomplishment. So Catrati looking to make it 5-0 Mill River. They stopped the clock with 10:39 to go. That's what he crossed his arms for. Oh, you can't stop him. Catrati. Now that could have been the 50th. That could have been the 50th, because I'll tell you what, everybody kind of celebrating and they're holding the signs up to say 50 for number 4. That could have been his 50th goal. We could have just watched history. I would say it was, so I'm going to unofficially say that's his 50th goal. Oh, she had the sign turned around and I missed it. Yeah, don't count on my math. Like I said, I graduated from Rutland High School. You just can't. I'd say 50 goals for Catrati, just the way he's getting congratulated. And now he's going to come off from the field. That'll be his evening. But congratulations to Trevor Catrati. Yeah, goal number 50 in his career, and he'll get the handshakes from Kevin Dunham. Good sport, Kevin is. And he'll sit down and they'll protect him now for the rest of the way. The guy limping over, that's Joey Beeland. He's the team manager. Yeah, and Kevin Ratty saying, I never had a shot in my career, Trevor. I'm glad you got it. So the 5th goal of the game is the 50th of Catrati's career. And a very historical moment, a very proud moment here for Trevor and his, oh yeah, Chuck Hall just pointed out, the scoreboard says 5-0-50 because it's 5-0. That's, again, it's not my observation. I was just eavesdropping down there. How ironic or symbolic that is, huh? His 50th goal also is 5-0 on the scoreboard because the score is 5-0 Mill River. So on a PK, nonetheless, Catrati will get his 50th career goal. Now we're going to have a card, and that's going to be Tyler Catrati. He'll get carded. Now Tyler Catrati just 50 away from 50 goals, so that would be something to see back-to-back 50 goal scorers in the family. So with 9:45 to go, again, a lot happening. Yeah, so they're just waiting for the bookwork to be done by the official, and then they'll get the kick underway. And hey, if I was aware it was number 50 he was going for on the PK, I would have been more flamboyant. But tell you what. Awesome accomplishment. I don't know if I can be flamboyant. I never was a flamboyant type. I can be animated, very much so, but not flamboyant. I'm too old to be flamboyant anyways now. On the run, the pass up ahead. Lots happened in 13 years of public access work too. Technology's changed, big thing, technology. Watched my son come from the 7th grade up through public access to graduation, go to college for it, does it for a living now, audio video productions for Atomic Pro Audio. Lost a wife to cancer, now 13 years. Yep, she was a huge part of Munger Vision and video productions. Yeah, she passed away from cancer. A lot of stuff happened in 13 years. Yep. Saw a lot of history made. And so Denon will take the throw. And he will get the toss down in the box, and he'll come back outside, and Denon will settle it down. And Blue stepped up right there. In Blue was Blue to Crozier, and Blue will turn around number 4 with the ball for Mount Anthony. So they want to at least not get the shutout here. That becomes their objective now. Now, realistically, they look at the scoreboard 5-0 with just 8 minutes to go. They kind of know that pulling one out of the fire here is unrealistic, but they want to build on positives, and they don't want to get shut out. So that'll become their next objective, to get a goal. And Everett, with the field open, will take the dribble. He'll break into the open field, turn the corner, come up the middle. He's to the top of the arc, and he lost the ball. He's got everybody back on sides, and everybody does. They mark up, so they are even with the defensive players. Webster, who's got a goal today, the first goal of the game, he brought it into the dribble to the 20, then had it double-teamed, taken off his foot, and then circling back out to the edge of the center field markers. Blue takes the bump and lost the ball. His pass lateral stolen away, and it's going to be Rooney for Mill River as he will explode with the speed now. Look at the good burst by Rooney. And again, on the stop, the acceleration, the setup, the loft, and the save. Great moves, though, by Stephen Rooney, number 8 for the Minutemen. And it's going to be out of bounds. Great effort. I think that's Bullock, yeah. Alex Bullock with a tremendous effort. Just ran about 6 inches shy of field. And Mount Anthony looking for the little pass. Just a tad too long. Blue will pick it up, and we got a whistle called from way back. I got tired. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. Whoops. The action's going on. I'm looking over the top of the camera trying to figure out what it is. Doesn't matter, does it? They're playing soccer. Tyler Catrati with the move to the left foot, and you got it! Tyler Catrati just 49 away from 50 goals. I believe that's his first varsity goal, and so a couple of Catratis with goals today makes it 6-0. And right there, you just saw that raw ability that a coach wants to polish up. That's just natural ability. Great left-footed kick. Got the hook on the ball, and Tyler Catrati, like I said, closing in on 50 goals himself. That could be the first brother-brother combination in high school history in Vermont to each get 50 goals in a career. I've heard from goal scorers, the first one is the hardest, the next 49 kind of roll. So 6-0 with 6:50 to go. Mill River showing you, again, yeah, you think of the big guy, Trevor, out there for the offense, but man, you can see all the different goal scorers today. Denon with 2 goals, and then Webster with a goal, Trevor Catrati with 2 goals, Tyler Catrati with a goal, Denon with a goal. I mean, it's spread out, man. There's just scoring ability everywhere. Oh, great slide. That'll get the uniform dirty. That will look cool. All the grass stains on it. Scoring. I had to move. I was getting stung by a bee. I had to move. Like I said, you do it in the football press box at MSJ too. A bunch of wasp and hornets when it's still warm out in the fall, and it happens here at Mill River around the window area. A lot of wasp and hornets. But as soon as we get some cooler weather, they'll disappear. At MSJ, I've got my can of hornet spray. I didn't bring that here at Mill River. I should. I tell you, I love it now. The sun's muted out because it makes it easier on the camera work and easier on my eyes trying to watch the game. 6-0 Mill River, just a tad under 6 minutes to go. They'll settle the ball down. Oh, he was looking to make the crossover. It's TJ Mumford looking to bring the ball over on the crossover and just did lose control of it. And it'll go off from Mumford out of bounds, and we'll have the throw come in right from the bleacher area here at Mill River. And they have tremendous soccer support from their fan base, Mill River does. They get into it. They do it for all sports, actually. They get right into it down here at the old Mill River. So again, I got Mackenzie Mooney, the girls goalie, soccer goalie from Mill River. She's my guest for the next 3 weeks on Sports Beat. And then Katie Lincoln, tremendous athletic talent, very smart young lady from West Rutland. She's going to be on in 3 weeks. She'll run for 3 weeks, and I'll have Coach Stickney on in the month of October. And then I'll just put together a couple more shows and try to get to the end of my career. Mumford will lay the ball out. Boy, I tell you what, Tyler Catrati, I don't know what he had for lunch today, but it jacked him up. He's out there. I gotta have, wherever he ate, I gotta have it. I need some of that adrenaline. Matt Hall in good position defensively. He'll make the bark out, and will he take the throw? I think Matt wants the ball, yeah, and he'll take the throw. And actually, it's Matthew. I shouldn't take the liberty of calling him Matt. It's Matthew. Now go to Crozier, and he'll come across the blue, and there's the step up. A good step up, too. And the steal, Everett. Wants that Mumford. He wants to push it across, and there was no body there except for blue jerseys. I mean, he will take the ball over. 4:37 to go, down 6 goals, and there's the pass up ahead, and it comes into Crozier. He'll kick and just miss it. They got some scrambling back there, and they didn't communicate. Yeah, they didn't communicate, and that almost resulted in a goal for the Patriots. 4:16 and counting, and we'll have the kick taken by Oman, Jacob Oman. He'll set the ball up on the near corner here, the near corner of the box. That's his best effort. That's a good kick. With a little help from his friends, he'll get it over midfield, and that's going to be Biscay chasing it down, and see him dance with it, go over the top. He wants to send the ball through. He hits his teammate with it, and it's going to be Mumford. And he will bring it into the box, tow it around, and he's got the shot, and he elevated it. Oh boy. Ethan Biscay with quite the dance maneuver, coming all the way down and then just roofed it too high. But boy, again, there's another scoring threat, another talented soccer player that you get to watch, Ethan Biscay. And go over and take the kick down, be number 17, Chris Moyer. Yeah, he took some of the kicks earlier in the contest. She'll step into it, and he'll be knocked down, and yeah, he's got to figure out which way his goal is. He's going back the wrong way. And that's Blue. Blue at midfield, Blue in the circle. Blue will lay the ball out. A little Crozier will run a little interference, a little pick there. Now Crozier will get the ball back on a pass off the heel. Nice no-look pass from behind over the top. There's the step up. That's Hall back there patrolling defensively, doing a good job for the Minutemen. They're on their way to victory number 2 of the season with 2:49 to go. They're up by 6. 6-0 in soccer is a pretty done deal at this point in time, and that's going to be a goal. Yeah, and they switch goalies. I missed that. Yeah. So Blue will get the goal. That will be the shutout. And Biscay, I don't know what point Austin left, but Lucas Davis now in net. I believe the first shot he faced was a goal. And you don't think that doesn't upset the Minutemen defensively? They were taking pride in the shutout, and they're talking amongst the upper back, the sweeper and the halfbacks, fullbacks, about somebody just hollered, "We're not talking," and that's really what the breakdown was. That's how the penetration got in. No communications defensively. Yeah, Matt Hall will lead now to a very nice hand. Nice applause. And Dan Hammond will go back and play the sweeper position. And here comes Mr. Excitement, Tyler Catrati, coming down, getting it in the corner, deciding what magical move he's going to make now. And tell you what, he must be fun, him and Trevor practicing together. They're both extremely quick and extremely competitive as we're nearing that 2-minute to play mark. And supper's getting closer. Yeah, I have leftover meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and creamed corn. All in a Tupperware dish waiting for me. I know it doesn't sound like a lot to you, but it is to me. I don't have big meals anymore, or home-cooked meals very often. That is going to be through the inline, and they're going to call a corner, and TJ Mumford will head over to the corner, and it looks like TJ will serve it up. Well, that's his side of the field. He's left-footed, so he'll have it off that side. 1:40 to go in the first boys home game from Mill River Union High School in North Clarendon, Vermont. Middle Road to be exact. And it's been a dandy. I'll tell you, the first 8 minutes, so Mount Anthony really put on quite a exhibit of, oh, nice save, of territorial play and generating a couple shots on Austin Biscay. But boy, after that, Mill River got that offensive machine chugging, and their defense is solid, and that score is not misrepresenting the dominance. It was a very strong performance by Mill River. 6-0 right now with a minute to go in this soccer game. The thing too, you watch them, no matter who Coach Ratty put in the lineup, at what point in the game and what the score was, they all played like it was a 0-0 overtime championship game. Intense and focused, and that's how you got to play. Always on the edge. Mount Anthony, well, they'll do some damage this year. They just came up. I mean, this is a good soccer team Mill River has. I don't care what division they're in. They're going to give anybody. You take that Loisel tournament. I could see them winning that thing for sure. Yes, absolutely. It wouldn't be a fluke. Well, it was only, what, 5 years ago or so, Fairhaven came up and won it with Cameron McGaw's team. Now, they were Division II against the big studs. And they were definitely the best team in that tournament. Up, and through the inline, and yeah, got a hold call down inside, and we'll have the ball. 3, 2, 1. We'll have no kick. That'll be the soccer game. So congratulations to Mill River, and again, congratulations to Trevor Catrati. Scored his 50th career goal today on a penalty kick, and a lot of good things to talk about, from the defense to the teamwork to the round balanced scoring. So you'll see a lot more Mill River soccer action coming up on Munger Vision at a later date. Get out there, catch a game live, support your student athletes, and no matter how much it hurts, support Munger Vision.